Is the ongoing AI revolution a threat, or can we view it as an opportunity? There's definitely no doubt that there's a bunch of hype going around AI tools and how it may actually replace our daily jobs in the workplace. But just like the previous tech revolution, obviously you want to find your way to remain relevant and also stay afloat, so that way you have all the qualifications and skills and ensure that an AI actually does not replace you in your current workplace right now. The first skill you can learn is to do professional integration of AI itself. Now this means that you can actually understand the different ways you can integrate AI into your current job right now. So instead of fearing that AI is going to take your job over, you can maybe think of how AI could actually make your job easier in terms of what you're doing at the moment. And this could really stand out to your employer, especially if you know how to make AI do redundant tasks for you, make yourself more productive at work, and also use it in ways that it could improve the quality of your work as well. It's also important to track your productivity levels when you're integrating AI to your daily work life, so that way you can actually measure the value of this integration rather than actually overshadowing using AI. Now, number 2, the next skill you should have is also to be active and also continuously learn new things. Obviously, the demand for different tasks has rapidly accelerated ever since the release of AI, and that means that you should also stay up to date to new technology and new techniques that are in your field, especially with this revolution going on. You should be watching YouTube videos, online courses, tutorials on the new different things that are currently emerging. Even AI itself, you could actually learn more about the AI tools yourself, along with the different things in your field that you could actually learn as well. Having this knowledge definitely puts you at an advantage, because if your workplace decides to shift to newer technologies, shift to newer techniques and such, you would already be prepared and be ahead of the game, because you already studied and learned it yourself prior to the move. You also require a positive mindset and a willing to learn mindset, rather than being lazy and just putting everything aside and just thinking that, oh, this is not what I need, right? Number 3 is to sharpen up your creativity and critical thinking skills. Now this makes sense, because AI might have the general solution on how to solve a problem, but it's ultimately up to the employee to kind of integrate it and implement it to their various problems respectively. You could literally ask AI to code you or make you write you anything that you want, but if you don't know a good way to solve that problem to begin with, then there's no reason of asking AI to ask for a solution. Let's just say, for example, you ask AI to write you a product description because you're selling books, right? And AI will generate you that product description for books. But if you don't know how to market that product description correctly, and you're targeting the wrong audience, you're targeting the wrong people, then there's no reason you need that good of a product description, because your audience is probably not going to be interested anyways. Now that's just one example of what I mean by you need to be creative and think critically if you do want to implement AI into solving your problem. Now this leads me on to point number 4, which is communication and decision making. As you know, before I've covered in another video that Microsoft's Bing AI kind of went crazy on some people, right? It went rogue. It was telling people different nonsense. Now obviously this is where a real human would come in place, where they would actually have the communication skills and they would actually know what to say. Obviously AI does not feel for empathy, sympathy, and they can't share past experiences and such, but it is actually up to you to be able to communicate to your boss, your coworkers, whoever it may be, and be more persuasive, as well as empathizing or sympathizing with them in the problems that they have. And when you develop these communication skills in your workplace, you're definitely building a strong relationship with all your coworkers. Similarly, in terms of decision making, AI could only suggest some decisions, but I would assume that they would always usually make decisions based on statistics. But sometimes you may need to ride against the wave and actually take some risks into what you think may be a better decision in terms of just going with the flow, like what AI will do. And last but not least, number 5 is going to be your leadership skills. There's definitely no way that people would give AI such high power that it would lead a team or make critical decisions such as firing people, hiring people, and so on. Now this is where it comes to play for you, because you need that leadership skill within you that you need to build to stay on top of AI. Leadership skills could include taking initiative, joining different organizations, joining different groups, talking to different people, and just reaching out to them. That is the leadership skill that is actually seen in the workplace, because it actually shows that you're an active worker and you're willing to put in the work and you're taking leadership on your actions. And again, being a great leader means you also have pretty good emotional intelligence, and meaning that you understand the people you work with, and you also understand yourself on why you're being assigned different tasks and such, which again, an AI cannot do. It is also valued that you have some cultural intelligence, because you actually value your coworkers' different backgrounds. You understand people from their different perspectives and their different upbringings, and it would also look great if you also try to relate with them in different ways that you can. Now these views and perspectives will definitely set you apart, because you do have that leadership skill in you, and that employers actually see a potential in moving you up the ladder, rather than you not doing much and being able to replace you with an artificial intelligence. With that being said though, you do have to be prepared for the upcoming future and the little obstacles and disruptions caused by AI itself in your workforce. And let's be honest, it's coming whether we like it or not, so instead of fearing it, let's just try to embrace it. And again, like I said, try to apply these different tools in your daily life and your daily work life. You should also concentrate on developing the 5 soft skills that I've also said to make sure that you cannot be replaced by an AI, and also that you stand out amongst your peers, to your employers and your supervisors. Now, if you're curious on more things that are happening around the workplace, I've made a video over here exploring the new trend of quiet hiring in 2023 and what employers are essentially trying to do to their employees to save and budget costs. So make sure you give this video a watch over here. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit the like and hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.